My name is Matthew Golombisky, and I am a teaching artist with the IfCM collective. I primarily play bass and do compositions. My background is in lots of different things, but I started off playing trumpet and bass in middle school and high school, primarily death metal. I went to undergraduate school and received a degree in bass performance jazz studies, and then a master's in composition. With IfCM, I primarily hold down the bass and write compositions for students for teaching different aspects of composition, improvisation, and conducting. So some of the compositions I like to bring to the students maybe are a little bit odd or different than what they're used to. So a lot of times I'll write compositions based on their skill level and what we'd like to show them, and kind of give them new experiences with music. Like, for example, I wrote this colorful piece for a string ensemble in Rochester, New York, and I think we're going to do this for other classes in the future. And so it's just about giving the students, not necessarily teaching them ways of my composition per se, but just maybe making them think differently about music and allowing them to realize that necessarily music isn't always just 5 lines, notes on a paper. Maybe it gets them kind of about music. For any young student who's interested in getting into improvisation, I suggest lots of things. One thing I suggest is allowing yourself to sit with your instrument, maybe before or after a normal practice session, and just kind of explore your instrument, making long tones and short tones, and allowing yourself to play through different scales and playing notes in different orders, and being aware of the things that you're playing spontaneously, and allowing yourself to, if you ever create something or hear something that you like and you want to remember, writing it down or recording it for future reference, or maybe turning it into a melody or turning it into a song, or showing it to a friend of yours. Invite a friend over, and maybe the two of you kind of explore a melody or something that you've created. Other ways to really get into improvisation is start listening to music that is heavily improvised. Start listening to more jazz and really paying attention to the solos and rock music and guitar solos. And there's all sorts of ways to just play your instrument without having music in front of you. Is really a good way to start improvising. So other than music, I really love cooking. I really love eating, hanging out with friends, traveling. I really, really love. Right now I'm studying Spanish and studying how to make Argentine empanadas to add to my arsenal of things I can cook for my friends. What else do I like to do? I don't know. There's so much teaching and playing and composing and cooking and eating. There's not time for much of a other thing.